Hello everyone, and welcome back. In today's video, I will go through the stages of how I'm doing semi-realism black and grey tattoos. First, we need a high resolution image of our subject. I've chosen this picture of Adrian Lima that I got from Google. The first thing you want to do is make the image black and white. I do this on my Mac by clicking Tools and then Color Adjust, and then bringing down the saturation bar. You can do this on your phone, iPad, Photoshop, or however you prefer. What I do next is use a posterize effect to separate the tones, which makes it easy for me to see and understand. Again, you can do this in many ways, but I just Google the effect and find a site that does it for me. I want to demonstrate how the numbers affect the outcome. Play around with the numbers and see what works for you. I'm looking for enough detail to make out a good image, but also simple enough that I can use it. Then you can just download the image. You can print this out now and use carbon paper to create a stencil, but I like to use Procreate. This process can also be done on Procreate on the iPad. Tap Adjustments, then adjust saturation. You can play with color levels, but to make it easy I'll just leave it. Export the image and upload it onto the same online tool to posterize. Download and open the image in Procreate. Make sure to add a new layer so that you'll draw on the new layer. Then select an inking tool and draw the actual stencil. I use Studio Pen because it has stabilization, giving you cleaner lines. I like to start with the outlines in the face and the eyes. The hair I will style in my own way. What I do is try to follow the direction and flow. I'm not actually trying to draw the individual strands. Next, I add dashed lines to select the areas for shading. I will pick out obvious dark areas and bits where I need to blend from dark to light. While stenciling, I find it best to think about how I will tattoo the design, the tones I will use in the areas and what needles I will use, etc. The finished result will look something like this. Then you can take away the image and left with something that looks like this. You can now print these images. I use one of these thermal printers. To apply the stencil to the fake skin, I use this deodorant stick. I don't use it on actual skin, only this type of fake skin. On real skin, I use stencil stuff. I place the stencil slowly in the area where I applied the Old Spice. I slowly press it into place to wet the image. Once I see the whole thing is on there, I peel the paper off to reveal the image. Now I will leave this to dry overnight. I have actually applied way too much here. The image became a little bit blurry after a few hours, so I wiped it away with wet wipes, and this is the result. It's a little bit blurry in some areas, but totally usable for me. Just for show and demonstration, this is how I would create a stencil using carbon paper. You take your printed posterized image, place it on top of the carbon paper and draw on it with a pen like we did in Procreate. This has more disadvantages, I feel. You can't undo a mistake and might have to start again. If it's a complicated image, you might have to do this several times. The advantage of this could be that you might be a little bit more careful and treat it as if though you were tattooing somebody, which makes it good practice for lining tattoos. That's it for this video. Join me in the next video to watch me tattoo it. If you liked that or learned something from it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like it, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching.